Commissioners, there is an at-risk youth and there is a CHINS, same parties on both cases. Jaquin, am I saying that correctly? Jaquan
Yeah.
is present, represented by Mr. Antush. And his mother is Lanisha Johnson.
Yeah.
She is present at the moment representing herself. The at-risk youth cause number is 26701299732. The CHINS number is 26701299532. Ms. DeFay is also here. And this is the initial fact finding. So what we talk about in initial fact finding is typically what trial date are we looking at? Can we get mediation scheduled? And what are some of the parameters until we come back? I also can advise you, ma'am, under the CHINS, you can apply for a public defender if you qualify financially. I also advise people that they are very backed up, that you're probably gonna be waiting about a month and a half for the appointment of a public defender on these types of cases. That is done through Law and Justice. It's not with the Spokane County Public Defenders. It's a different entity. And we will first talk about mediation though. Did Ms. Applin give you any mediation dates? Mr. Fay, do you know any?
Thank you, Your Honor. No, I don't know the mediation dates. Ms. Applin is pretty much the only one that has access to the database to schedule those. And she'll be back in next week. So I've already advised Mom that we're gonna have to set a mediation date, and we'll do that as soon as Ms. Applin is back. I do see that stepdad appears to be recording this, and I don't believe, unless that's authorized beforehand, that that's appropriate in this matter. So I do want to advise the court of that before I move forward.
Sure, thanks for pointing that out. Sir, under the court rules, only one recording can happen, and that's the one by the clerk of the court. So I need you to stop recording, or exit the courtroom, one or the other.
And you're stating that on the record?
Yes, I am.
This is a public building, correct?
Right, but the clerk of the court is the only one that has the record.
Does the First Amendment not give me the right to record in public?
Correct.
Any members during the duties of their actions? That's all I'm doing. I have nobody on video. It is face down. It's just recording audio.
You can't, under the court rules.
By First Amendment, I can, ma'am.
No, First Amendment talks about your right to talk, not record.
And record.
Just as if Washington is a one-party state, so I need you to stop or I need you to exit the courtroom.
Well, I'm not going to stop, so.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to make this difficult for anyone, but I know my rights. I've done this many times. I've recorded every courtroom in this state, and I've won every time.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause the record then, and I'm gonna go get law enforcement. Okay, I'll be back. Please rise. Court is recessed.
I can't do that either, so. Everything she just did is just filling on the record, just so she knows. And that's why I came. Because they like to break the law. And unless people know what they're doing, they're gonna continue to do it. So, under threat of arrest, I will leave. But after that, there's nothing they can do. I have not committed any crimes. And this I'm allowed to do. I courted every CPS case. Every single one. And her speaking out on that, yeah, she just got herself a charge too, so. She's our counsel. She's not supposed to do that. So yeah, they just buried themselves even more. I'm gonna have fun with this.
And then talk to you and ask you a bunch of questions, and then talk to mom and dad and ask them a bunch of questions, compile it into a report and send it to us. And then they'll close out the day.
She just closed it out.
she just called me Monday or Tuesday of last week and saying she was supposed to go back that day.
I'll, because they haven't filed the family assessment yet, I'll follow up with them and see if they do it, if they just didn't send it in, or do we need to, just have them complete that part and then we'll post it. So, they usually do the assessment, they open the case long enough to do the assessment. It's just a bunch of like historical information. They'll ask you about all the strengths, your weaknesses, dynamic.
Yeah,
what
she
works,
asked,
what
we did like a long interview where asked us a bunch of questions.
Monday of last week, when
So they may have already done it and just didn't send it in.
Yeah, cause she
yeah,
had us,
Monday the 22nd is when she called me and told me she was closing out her stuff.
What's your social worker's name?
Shannon, I don't know the last name. I actually don't think I ever got her last name.
Do you have a phone number or was she?
Yeah.
Which is the last one we have.
496
Okay.
4303.
4303.
Yeah.
yeah, probably call them again or send it again if she answers.
Yeah, I talked to her for 2 minutes and then on the 22nd. And she said she was closing out her account.
So it sounds like she's probably happy, they just didn't make it, which happens often, it's not unusual.
Little stuff like that actually matters, even though they try to pretend like it doesn't.
Yeah, just by law, they're required to
It
do that.
matters.
And then, like I said, then they will likely close out.
They had one
discover
thing wrong
these
with my
are
kid's
the-
paperwork, and I pointed out, they had to go back and do the whole
But
thing over.
it is required under the state law. And sorry, I keep getting distracted.
Brought out a lot of things that one.
Yeah, 2 brand new pieces today.
I got a quick question. So he might not pass this background check, but I was just reading the bottom. And this birthday, sir.
Oh, what's the?
It's actually 6/27.
627. Okay. Which he was not present, so.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
626. Thank you for pointing that out.
And there's another thing I wanted to point out. This address does not match.
No, they have moved since that was filed, so that's why I'm filing this, because it is a new address, and then there'll be another one very soon. This was, temporary while their new apartment is, the flooring's being done, so.
Wouldn't that make it an unsafe place?
Well,
Yes.
if they were currently staying there, yes,
But they
potentially.
were with the floor. If the floor needed fixing,
No,
they were there.
They
the
left
floor-
the address on Riverside.
Right, but if the floor needed fixing while they were there.
No, the new place needs new flooring that they haven't moved into yet. Completely different place that I don't even have the address to, the new place. So,
Yeah,
this is the
It's
interim.
not making any sense, just to let you know.
They were staying at the Riverside address,
It's still not
and I don't know
making any
anything
sense.
about that one.
Very unsafe residence.
They are
I
at this
was
address
there.
now.
I was
Just,
there. Right, I got that part.
And then there will
What do
be
they call
another
it?
address soon that I will provide you another one of these once we,
Right, I showed up about, we had an appointment like the 14th or 15th of June, no, it was the 8th. And I showed up at the Riverside apartment, knocked on the door, waited, nobody answered the door. He missed his dentist appointment that I was trying to take him to. And he refused to come out. And
is it just a checkup or is it?
no, he had work to get done, he had fillings and stuff to get done.
Oh.
And nobody answered the door, and I let them know.
JJ, you're gonna have to take care of your dental stuff. Are you having pain or issues?
He has,
In the
he has cavities that he just needs to get done.
Yeah,
Just-
you gotta get those filled before there's an infection or something. So,
He's missed what, a couple of appointments.
Mhm.
yeah, no, that kind of stuff is important and we gotta,
They,
Gotta get that
they
addressed.
even rescheduled it, and he didn't show up to the one that they rescheduled. And I sent him the date and the text message because he always thinks that I'm lying to him. So I sent it to him and he still didn't go. And
Well-
now I'm being billed for it because he didn't go.
After today, we're gonna have some sort of a court order that
That'd be great.
he's gonna have to follow through with.
Mhm.
There'll be conditions for you guys as well, but, I can help make sure that he's getting to his appointments and doing what he needs to do moving forward. Before today, I didn't have any authority to do much of anything.
I just don't understand how any of this is okay because before he put in that paperwork, he was considered as a runaway and they knew that he was a runaway. They were harboring him. And so that next day, that's when he put in the paperwork.
And that's a law enforcement issue, and you talked to them, and they chose not to.
I didn't talk to them until Friday, but they had already called the same day that my son ran away and took him and said it was okay and told them whatever they told him. But it's just mind-boggling, everything that's going on. And it's crazy because if my house is unsafe, you're at my house, you've been in my house, you're eating the food that I buy. Why are you here if it's unsafe? You know, and it's the people that he brings over, and it's just like, I didn't ask for you to come over, I asked for you guys to bring my son back, not come over, bring my son back, and then take food as you guys leave, knowing that there's kids here that need food too. So,
I can appreciate your frustration, but what I'm hearing from you is like the undertones, like how much you love your son.
yeah, I love him to death, my firstborn. Like, I've always been there since day one.
The goal of any and all of this is to,
Some of the people that are around him don't really know him like I know him. They just say that they do because of whoever that person is with that he is with.
so
And
whether
that's
it's the
not-
chins or the at-risk youth that gets entered, we're gonna do some family counseling, which I know you guys aren't super excited about, but it will be ordered under either one of the cases. And the goal is to get JJ back home.
Right, and I agree with that. My thing is that with everything going on, he feels like in a way I have to have a relationship with them, and I don't have to have a relationship
No,
with
you
them.
don't have to have any
It's
sort of
with my
relationship.
son. So what they did was beyond my parenting. I would never step on anybody's toes and remove a child or take a child out of that house just because of what they said. You know, that's just like if a kid's being punished and the kid goes off and says other things and then they take that child, then it's like, okay, that child made it up. You can tell if there's no visible signs, there's no evidence or nothing, so it's just hearsay after that. I'm missing work to be here and I'm a family of 7 kids, so it's just really hard and he knows how hard I work. He knows, like, just recently bought him a $900 cell phone, not even 3 months ago. So it's just hard. Yeah, but he had a crime about a couple years ago.
I've pulled up, everybody in the house, those 3 plus, these 2 over here, I've pulled up everybody's
Right,
history, so.
Telling you about this one. This is my brother. So he had stuff going on with him a while ago. I don't know if the charges got dropped. I don't know if,
I'm gonna put that on the record, so.
because like I said, last I know, he was at the Riverside address, not at this
He was
address.
what? Oh. No, my understanding is this is
Yeah,
fairly new, so,
the-
and I'll explain it on the record.
This is for the next one, if you wanna look it over, see if it's, that's the one that Rosemary wrote. Did I email that to you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Juliana's here, I know we're kind of in the midst of this one.
But I maybe talk to her and see if she's cool with it. Is that what Rosemary would do, or?
Yeah, yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna have a few minutes if you wanna pull it out in the hallway.
Yeah,
Oh,
like- Anyway.
Please rise. You can have a seat. I'm gonna go back on the record. Not for me.
Do you want it?
I just wanna give you a hard time.
Okay. back on the record on cause number 26701299732, 26701295532. We're waiting for law enforcement to appear. As already stated, you cannot record these proceedings, sir, under, GR 16 and RCW 1332A 200. And the reason, as I've already stated, the clerk of the court is the only one that can make a record. You can purchase a copy of the record, and you will have it, but you cannot record. And it's ironic because you have filed an at-risk youth, saying that your son is not following the rules. That's what an at-risk youth is. And you're not setting a good example because you're not following the court's rules. So I need you to stop the recording.
With all due respect, ma'am, I follow the US Constitution, which is the law.
Right, but I'm asking you to stop and.
And if we have a right to record in the public space,
You do not.
we do.
I've already made that finding.
First Amendment has ruled that. Supreme Court has ruled that. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to anybody, but I know my rights.
You absolutely are being disrespectful.
No,
That's
ma'am.
why I'm waiting for law enforcement to remove you.
I understand why you're asking them to remove me. No one likes to be recorded in the course of their duties, but transparency for the record is very important.
I don't mind being recorded by the clerk of the court. I follow the rules. You are the one that is not.
I have the right by law to record any individual in the course of their duties, especially if they work for the state. I understand people don't like it, but it's,
Not that I don't.
it's
like
our
it,
First
sir.
Amendment right.
I take an oath to follow the law.
And I took an oath when I joined the military, ma'am. I followed it to the letter. And I understand these courtrooms nowadays do not like it. But if we don't take a stand on our rights, no one will. Now, if you're saying you will arrest me under duress and the threat of arrest, I will leave the building. No problem. I will state that on the record. But if that is not being said to me, I would like to continue exercising my rights and just continue with the matter. Is that what the court is asking me?